in the game. Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on last year's national champions, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he fields it inside the 15. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And it's a bunch formation. It's an RPO. The quarterback kicks it out quickly. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. Now it's second down here.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Your head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He shreds the tackle. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James, throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
He's got room to run. Oh, he spins free. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Well, we know this guy can throw the football, and here, this is what makes him so good. His ability to run the option and get involved in the run game puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the Ducks with 1st and 10 here. Quick pass, the catch is made. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. It's a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down mark.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. The ball is out close to the goal line. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Unlucky that time.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
He makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Oregon, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. Tackle is made at the 43, but that's a good return and good starting field position. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. The Gators will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking right, this one caught. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. At the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Hey, everybody's going to celebrate this interception by this defensive back, and he made a great play jumping on it. But let's not forget why he was able to make that play. The quarterback got hit as he was releasing the ball. That's what put the ball up into the air and allowed them to come up with that interception for a touchdown.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Florida. He will score. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
He's got it inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's a shotgun run call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Finds an open target on the left side. It's a solid gain to pick up the 1st down and what will be likely the final play of this 1st quarter. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. So here we go, 1st play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. He'll hand it off. Look out, room to run here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Running right and brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the 1st down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. Got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Now when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. Across midfield. The 30. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Gators. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Turn starts inside the 15. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. The back's got it. Throws a stiff arm, and he's in the clear. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
They get him down, but that's a solid...
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's hit as he throws it. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets him up first down at the 33. The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
First down, looking to throw the ball. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. Second down after the incompletion. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. It is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's an out route, the catch made. Finding space at the 20. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Looking for a receiver. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Now It's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Tries to get it to the running back. And that's a 3rd straight misfire.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down. They're going to throw the football. Took contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the 1st down. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Nice catch. It's complete, but for a loss on the play. Tough spot here. 2nd and long from their 19. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
What an advantage and weapon for this offense to have a tight end that can get this open downfield. Well, he has both the physicality of a fullback and the downfield presence of a wide receiver. Such an advantage going against these undersized defenders, and he made that touchdown look easy.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Send the back in motion. Direct snap. He shreds the tackle. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
And it's a direct snap. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? To make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call in this screen play. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty makes it 1st and long. Looking for a man. Gets made on the out route. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, he makes the catch. Brought down quickly, but the gain moves the football to the 30. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. The defense has got it. It's still a live ball. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Patterson now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. And after a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. The Gators offense retakes the field. They've been able to survive some turnover trouble so far. Let's see if they can clean that up as we get the 3rd quarter going. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. 1st down. And the Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That ball snagged for a completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Extending the play now. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up fourth down. The Gators will look to convert here on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it, enough for a first down. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Quarterback keeps the football. He's past the marker and still going. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. That's a design quarterback keeper. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Wide open downfield. Breaking free at the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the marker.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught by the receiver. The Gators keep the football on the move. first and 10. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
That play makes it second and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught. Completion. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sense where we have a chance. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Breaks in open space. And the Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit. He breaks free. He's got the first and still going. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. The Gators getting set on first and 10.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Here's the second down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Oh, they trapped him for a sack. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That's how they bring him in the blitz, and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker who's kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run, but here the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback.
Third and very long, looking to throw. They've got him. Again, he couldn't escape.
How about that? The defense does their job on third down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's fourth and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route, the catch made. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out on the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. The sack sets up second down.
Well, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense. They're keeping the tempo going. I'm surprised.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
Here we are, late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's enough to... the 6 and give him a first down at the 41.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. On the option. He's keeping it. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? A quick throw out left, complete. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for a late, deep throw. Catch made down inside the 25.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, I love how they keep trusting their quarterback. Nice job of getting a completion, positive yards. Now we got 2nd and goal, critical time in this game. I would keep trying to find those one-on-one matchups and let the quarterback find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
2nd down and goal, upcoming. Grab behind the line, it's West. Touchdown, Ducks. Still no answer for this offense.
What a touchdown here to pull them within 1 with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But it could go for 2 to try to take the lead.
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll make it into the end zone. They gamble and it works. They now lead by 1 here in the fourth quarter. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. After a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. And now the first play of this drive, they'll begin at the 36. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a late deep shot. And it's broken up. Great play by the DB, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back them up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Quarterback rocks back. We're going to test the secondary. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking deep for late game heroics. Nearly intercepted there. That was almost the ball game. But it does set up fourth down.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's running out of time here. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.